Will know who their mayor is later this morning. The new Metro Council will hold its inaugural meeting to elect the mayor, council speaker and the chief whip. Johannesburg became a hung council after no party obtained an outright victory in the local government elections. All right, now for more on the Joburg Metro Council's inaugural meeting, we once again joined on the line by our reporter, Aldrin Sampear. Aldrin, good morning to you. Just keep us abreast as to how things are looking now.
Well, good morning, Balisa. Various councillors have started to arrive here at the City Hall. As we know that at about 10 o'clock, that's when the council will have its inaugural meeting. There will be sworn in, and then, of course, the first election that will be taking place is the election of the speaker, the chief whip, and then, of course, the mayor. And all eyes will be on who will become the mayor of the city of Johannesburg. And some have been arguing that it's been a two-horse race between the ANC as well as the DA. And remember that comparing, for instance, the city of Joburg to the city of Tshwane, unlike the city of Tshwane where the DA was in the lead, in the city of Joburg it's actually the ANC that is in the lead. That's why today's proceedings will be quite interesting, just to see exactly how it pans out. While various councillors have arrived, among those that I've spotted is Herman Mashaba. He is the DA's mayoral candidate. He's currently having a caucus with the DA members, as well as ANC councillors and some new councillors that have been elected into local government, and they will be sworn in later. Also, Denbovo. Remember that Denbovo, who is currently the MMC, or the outgoing probably MMC of housing, that he has been implicated by the EFF, who had said that he has been offering EFF councillors about 500,000 rand to vote in favour of the ANC to make sure that Parkstyle gets elected as the mayor of the city of Joburg. He has denied those allegations. We have offered him an opportunity to speak to him, and whether he would agree later eventually to that interview, we'll have to wait and see. But hopefully we will be able to speak to him and get some clarity around those allegations. Of course, as I've indicated, he has denied the allegations. The EFF is standing by those allegations and have said that they will be opening a case against him.
All right, Aldrin, is there any expectations perhaps of possible problems during the whole procedure this morning?
Can you just quickly repeat the question?
I was saying that, are there any expectations perhaps of possible problems when the council sits this morning?
Well, none that we've foreseen so far. Like if you, for instance, remember that at Nelson Mandela Bay, there was that issue around a letter that was sent to the city manager where that letter was purportedly from the ANC challenging the proceedings that were taking place. Of course, the ANC denied that it sent that letter from the lawyers, saying that there will be a court case against those proceedings. We've seen what happened in the city of Tshwane as well, where it became really rowdy in that first council sitting, where the ANC as well had a situation where it had two councillors that came for the same position. So none of that is expected to be taking place here, but we are to be taken by surprise. And remember that for the first time as well, we'll be having the EFF, and if the proceedings in Parliament is anything to go by, things might start to heat up. But tell you what, we will be bringing you all that action as it unfolds right here from the City Hall in Johannesburg.
Well, Aldrin, I wanted to say that it is difficult to predict what is likely to happen this morning. I mean, especially after what we've seen happening in Rustenburg in the Northwest Province. But talk to us about the ordinary Johannesburg residents. What are they saying? What are their expectations?
Well, we haven't been able to speak to Johannesburg residents about today's proceedings and what exactly it is that they're expecting. But if their votes are anything to go by, that many people will be surprised. Remember that in the previous 2011 elections, it was the ANC that was in the lead, just over 54%, if I'm not mistaken. And now that number has dwindled to just over 44%. And yesterday, when the ANC in Johannesburg had the press briefing, one of the questions that was asked is whether national issues such as Nkandla, such as e-tolls, were issues that have drowned the good work that the city of Johannesburg has been able to do. Because remember that the city of Joburg is one of those metros that has been receiving good ratings from credit rating companies and so forth. So Park Stow said that he has been doing well, his entire team has been doing well, but that doesn't seem to be the case when it comes to the numbers. That isn't shown on the numbers of people that have voted for the ANC. But the ANC walks into today's council sitting quite confident that they will be re-elected, that Park Stow will be re-elected. They said that they've been having negotiations with very small political parties, even into late yesterday. So we'll have to wait and see whether there will be any positivity for the ANC with regards to that. One thing that we shouldn't also forget is that the DA has got into a coalition agreement with various small other parties, and while it does not have an agreement with the EFF, a coalition agreement with the EFF, it has an understanding that the EFF will vote in favor of the DA when Herman Mashaba is nominated to become the mayor of the city of Johannesburg. The EFF has raised some issues around Herman Mashaba, saying that he is not the perfect candidate to be the mayor of the city. However, that's not a deal breaker should the DA decide that he'll be the one standing. And as it stands right now, it is indeed that Herman Mashaba will be the ANC's, rather the DA's mayoral candidate.
All right, now Aldrin, a quick one on this one. What time will the meeting start?
Well, proceedings are expected to start at about 10 o'clock, and as I indicated earlier on, the city manager will be in charge of the first part of the proceedings, and immediately after the speaker is elected, then the speaker will be taking over the proceedings, as well as taking over or presiding over the election of the new mayor.
All right, thank you very much to our reporter there, Aldrin Sampear. Do stay tuned to SABC News Channel 404, as we will be keeping you updated as to how things unfold.